Good day and welcome to the Namibia Annual Sport Expo. I'm your host Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. Today I will be joined by several sport administrators from different sport federations who will be sharing their views on their federations. Good day and welcome to the Expo. I'm your host Jesse Jackson Kauraifa. And today I'm not alone, joined by that's the Namibia Fencing Federation head coach as well, Dillen Kotzè. Welcome to the show.
Thank you for having me.
All right, Dillen. I'm sure fencing is not quite a popular sport as it should be at the moment, but I'm sure you're here to make it much more popular.
Yeah,
right?
that's the plan.
That's the plan, right? Okay, so could you just tell us about the management of this federation? Who are part of the management?
Okay, so in Namibia there's 3 clubs at the moment, and those 3 clubs are overlooked by
They're overlooked by an executive or?
the executive committee.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay, thank you so much, Dillen. And when was this probably established? Is it 10 years from ago?
So actually fencing started in Namibia in the 1950s, but then it died out and started again in 2006. 2007 we became recognized by the Sports Commission and the International Fencing Federation, and we've been going strong since then.
Been going strong since then. Wonderful. And how do you play the sports anyways?
Yeah, so fencing is very easy. So you both athletes have a sword. Sword has a little button at the end, and it's basically touch. Yeah, first person touch the other person gets a point.
All right. What's the current happenings in the sport? What's happening in the sport code right now?
So this year we started with the national circuit. So the national circuit was a plan for most of our athletes to get more opportunities to compete in Namibia as well. Otherwise, other than going overseas. So this gives them opportunities to get ranking points to join the national team. And we also started a novice circuit for the less experienced fencers, so they also have a chance to compete with people more at their level.
All right, wonderful. Well, has there been any plans towards development, or what are the current development plans for the sport code?
We started this year, or last year, with trying to introduce fencing into schools. Unfortunately, with the COVID, we had to put that plan on pause, but hopefully once it's safe, we're going to start that again. And we're also trying with social media to get more eyes on fencing.
Oh, wow. How has the response been? Has there been interest in the sport?
Yes, I would say this year it's really blown up, especially after the Olympics, I think, which is really great. Yeah, I think we have a bunch of very talented fencers, future fencers.
Speaking of the Olympics, when do we expect or do we hope to have a representative of fencing, from Namibia?
Yeah, unfortunately the Olympics, fencing is very difficult. Only one team from Africa can go. But if we get all our ducks in a row, I'm hoping that for the Paris Olympics that we can at least be a hopeful. Yeah.
So do we have like several fencers, or what do you call them, that are potential Olympians at the moment, or would you say yourself as a coach? Please.
Yeah, so I'd say probably the senior men's team, which is be myself, and then we have another fencer who's fencing overseas at the moment, Jonathan Rush. Yes, and then we have another fencer who just last week left us to go overseas to the Netherlands. His name's Connor Stradom.
All right. How is, in terms of funding, financial, how does the fencing actually make money or anything, or to keep running?
Yeah, so right now we're all as a volunteer organization. We get money for equipment through the International Fencing Federation, but other than that, it's all self-funded.
All self-funded. Any success stories that you can tell us from this federation?
I can say in the beginning, in 2011, we won bronze at the Junior African Champs, which is really good. And we regularly win medals in South Africa and Botswana. In 2018, we went to Botswana and we won gold in every event we competed in.
So, would you say that it is a sport code that can make you earn a decent living at the end of the day, or Do people actually do it for just for the fun of it?
I would say that depends on the country.
Where you live in and the continent and all that. I'm sure it's popular outside. Do you regularly send your stars outside so that they can get better preparation and knowledge?
Yeah, so beginning of the year, we sent 2 fencers to Egypt for the Junior World Championships, and they did really well. I was very impressed by them.
Okay, as a coach, how do people get to know about the sports? Where do they get to register, and what are some of the fees involved in order to be part of this federation?
I would say the easiest would be to either contact me at the Windhoek Fencing Club through Facebook or Instagram. And then for the Windhoek Fencing Club, it's 450 a month. It's simple.
Simple, 450 a month. And then you get the best knowledge that you need.
Yes, and then there's another club in Katima as well.
Okay.
And then I think the easiest would be contact me, then I can help them to contact the coach over there.
Yeah, that's Mr. Dillen Kotzè.
Yes.
FN. So thank you so much for coming.
Thank you very much for having me.
All right, from me, Jesse Jackson Karaisa, that's it.
You know, a few weeks ago, I would never do this on a Saturday morning. Back then, I was standing in line all day. Now it's just like that.
You are using the FNB banking app like I told you.
Girl, it saved my weekend. Now I can do all my banking on this.
Payments, transfers, checking statements.
Even opening accounts. Just like that. Oh, did I tell you what my husband did?
Even me, I want to save time with what's the name of the app?
FNB app.
Don't be left behind. Make the switch to the FNB app, online banking or cell phone banking, and change the way you bank to change your life. FNB, how can we help you?